Dude, what are you doing? I'm doing the Puppet World Order intro music. We're live. We're live on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify. Make sure you follow, subscribe, like, share, subscribe, comment. Do all that stuff. Dude, we don't tell them to do that. Why? Because I don't like telling people what to do. That's you're supposed to tell people to like, share, and subscribe. It's actually in the handbook for YouTube. Anyway, fix the camera. What's wrong with it? You got to get it this way. All right. What is up, everyone? Thank you for checking out Don't Say the F Word. We're a pro wrestling combat sports podcast, and we do not use the F word when we talk about professional wrestling. You shouldn't let your friends use it either. It's Sunday. It is our weekend wrestling show. We're going to talk about what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the weekend wrestling. Why it's called the weekend wrestling? All right. You don't got to be a jerk. We're going to talk about the weekend pro wrestling. We're going to talk about why the UFC is boring. I didn't say we're going to. Why are we going to do that? Because the UFC is boring now, and you should probably talk about. We're going to talk about WWE just ripping off AEW blatantly. I mean, I don't know if Joe agrees with that idea that WWE just blatantly ripped off AEW this week. I mean, they did. Joe, I could explain it to you better, but I can't really understand it for you. Dude, that was rude.
Okay. I say this. Give it a shot. Explain it to me in your way why it's the same, Mark.
Okay. All right. You watched Dynamite, right?
I did watch Dynamite, yes.
Did you get around to watching the first half hour of Dynamite?
I finally got the first half. Yes, I did. Yes.
Okay, so you seen how the Darby Allin Gabe Kidd coffin match started, right?
I did.
All right. So how'd it start?
Okay. It looked like they was in a desert or somewhere, like a desert. What you want to call it, a desert?
So they're outside, right?
Yeah.
In like abandoned area, like a parking lot kind of deal, right? I mean, they were in like Southern California, I think.
Yeah, Cali. That was there out that way.
Yeah. So they're outside in the parking lot, right?
Yeah.
All right. What else happened out there in that parking lot?
You got like a high-speed chase, I think it was.
Yeah.
But high-speed chase, yes.
And what else? How the high-speed chase end, Joe?
Let's see here. If you want to say it's kind of the same, like a what was that? Like
it ended with a car crash, Joe. And then they fought their way into the building to then start their match, right?
Yeah, right.
That's what happened, right?
Right.
Okay. So then 48 hours later, WWE SmackDown kicks off on the USA Network. And Joe, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
How did SmackDown begin?
Well, actually, they was already on the car when it began. They was already on
the car. Yeah, they were in a parking lot, right?
Yeah, they was already by the car. So
yeah, after Drew McIntyre crashed a car into Jacob Fatu's car, right?
Right.
And then they fought from the parking lot into the building, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I mean, like Joe.
I can say this.
Joe, that's literally the exact same thing.
But realistically, you gotta remember this one key element.
What is okay? So let me take a look at my notes here of what you told me happened. Dynamite, the Gabe Kidd Darby Allin coffin match started in a parking lot with vehicular assault. SmackDown started in a parking lot with vehicular assault.
Well, The Dynamite one, it more looked like a little desert because it was all brown, like it's out, like they was far out from the city.
That's the difference.
Yeah,
We're
that's
gonna call that they were in a different state. So WWE didn't rip AEW off because the scenery, the weather,
right.
it was different weather.
Yes, different weather.
At different time, they were in a different time zone, so it was dark. It was dark on SmackDown because they were on the East Coast.
Correct. That is correct. Yes.
That's what does it. That's what makes it not the same thing.
That's exactly what makes it not the same thing. Different scenery, different. Like one actually happened live, the other one did not happen at all. It was just like boom, right there on the spot. That's the difference.
What?
Yes, like that.
Wait.
Now,
hold on.
Yeah.
How is any of that different, Joe? Come on.
Okay,
are you trying to rage bait me here? Am I getting rage baited?
No.
Jeremy. Yeah, what's up, man? I feel like I'm being rage baited. Am I being rage baited?
No.
You might
see,
be, dude.
see, hear me out. Here you go. We'll just say this here. Gabe, the car, boom, happened live.
Yeah.
WWE car. They already own it. It's different.
That is not different, Joe.
It's different. They didn't have an actual hit.
Okay, all right. So, is it, how can I mean, like I said, I can explain it, but I can't understand it for them. Dude, that sounds really rude. I mean, okay, all right. It's the exact same concept, Joe. I mean, literally. I mean, come on. You gotta hear me out.
Okay.
Someone who writes SmackDown watched Dynamite and said, "Let's just do that."
Okay.
Right? I mean, come on. What else could have happened here?
Well, have you ever thought about that? The majority of scenery does start with car hits. Like, if you go back in time, a lot of stuff happened with
I'm not saying AEW invented car crashes. It's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is AEW had a car crash on Wednesday night, and then WWE wrote a car crash for Friday night. Even if, okay, let's play pretend here for a minute.
Okay.
Let's pretend that we believe SmackDown was written 3 weeks ago. We can pretend that, right? We all know that's never happened. They've never been 3 weeks ahead on writing television. Like concepts, sure, but segments and TV overall, they've never been 3 weeks ahead. But let's at least play pretend. SmackDown was written 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
All right. So we have to apply that same logic to AEW then, right?
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, we gotta apply the same logic. So then Dynamite was also written 3 weeks ago. Dynamite aired on Wednesday night. Someone in WWE should have went, hey, maybe we wait a week to do the car crash. Because I literally just saw a car crash on Wednesday night on a wrestling show. So the optic for anyone who's a wrestling fan who watches both shows is WWE just literally ripped off AEW. If you watch both shows live in their entirety, and you saw that on Wednesday night, and then you saw that on Friday night, anyone with any cognitive functionality in their brain would go, pretty sure I just saw that. Yep, sure did. Saw that in Dynamite. A little different. Yep, guys look a little different. They may be in a different parking lot. It was maybe different cars. But I definitely just saw a car crash happen on Wednesday night between two wrestlers who then proceeded to beat the bejesus out of each other. Oh yeah. And then SmackDown ends with them falling off a high up thing, which is what Darby Allin does every day, whether he's in a match or not. He just falls off a high up thing. Like, I mean, Joe, come closer. Does WWE think I'm dumb? Like, is that what they think? I feel like someone in WWE thinks that me, Mark the Monster, I think they think I'm stupid. And I'm not. I'm smart enough to know that what if I saw it on Wednesday and I saw it again on Friday, you probably got the idea on Wednesday. Like, I've been watching wrestling long enough that I know SmackDown was not written before Wednesday. It just wasn't. It's never been written before Wednesday. Like, Vince used to write SmackDown 45 minutes after the show started. Literally, the show would start with someone talking, giving Vince McMahon time to write the show. And now I'm supposed to believe that someone who I think is just AI. I really do. Hey, Jeremy. Yeah, what, man? What? I'm just listening. I got nothing to say. No. I want you to have AI write Raw today during the show.
Oh Lord, no.
We did that once, and it worked out extremely well. Come on. I want to see if your AI agent booked the Usos versus Austin Theory and Logan Paul, well, dang, 3 weeks ago. And now we're going to get that at Mania. Right? I mean, that is true.
It's
but
not saying stones yet, but yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, within reason, right? One could gather. That sounded really smart. Like I said, I'm not as dumb as WWE thinks I am. One could gather that someone on the writing team for SmackDown sat down and they pulled out their Chat GPT or their Gemini. It's Gemini. Whatever. Doesn't matter. And they said, write SmackDown. Like, take relevant wrestling things and write SmackDown for me. And then the AI bot search the internets, because that's what AI bots do. They don't actually think. They just search for stuff that's already happened, right? And went, oh, on AEW on Wednesday, there was a car crash between two guys who hate each other, who are in the middle of a hate-fueled blood feud, right? Gabe Kidd and Darby Allin hate each other. Well, in WWE, the personal feud, the blood feud, is Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu. So let's just have them do a car crash bit. It really seems like AI wrote SmackDown after Dynamite happened. You're going to get so much heat for this theory, Mark. They're going to be so mad. They were mad that I posted that AEW had good viewership. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. There was an argument that happened in the comments thing. Yeah, I think so. Pretty sure. I didn't look at all the comments, but people are mad that AEW had good viewership. They're going to be real mad that you think that AI just wrote SmackDown. If someone could give me any evidence that indicates anything other than AI wrote SmackDown, I'm all ears. Do you even have ears? That's a ridiculous question. I just don't see, I don't visibly see ears. Anyway, don't bring that kind of stuff up, all right? Last week you brought up my diarrhea. Yeah, but that was funny crap. Listen, Joe. Now that you're not rage baiting me. It was literally the exact same segment, right? Come on. It's the same thing.
All right, we'll say the same thing.
There we go.
We'll say the same thing.
Brought to you today by Iron Rebellion on the MetaQuest. What else? Pure Plank? You still got the Pure Plank thing? Yeah, we still got a Pure Plank promo code. You can save some money on Pure Plank. You can get abs of steel like Mark. Yeah, look at that. 3-pack.
There you go.
6-pack. I don't think a 3-pack thing. Whatever. Anyway,
two pack.
Like, share, subscribe. Dude, we don't, whatever. WWE using AI to write everything. Hey, you gonna use AI to make a thumbnail for this? I mean, probably. Oh, well, that's wonderful. Hey, you know what's not AI? What, dude? What? What is it? What is not AI? Me, Mark the Monster. I am authentic. OG, original. You can't do this with AI. People just lack creativity nowadays. No one's as creative as Mark the Monster. Sure, bro. Sure. I know.
I'm not going to argue with you about your that you are the OG original, Mark. I cannot argue with that. You are one of a kind. There you go.
That's right. You see any other furry orange monsters walking around, they're ripping me off. I want to know who it is. That's gimmick infringement. I'll sue. You will not. There's a
Mark,
whole species. Like people are going to look like you.
Mark, I don't want you to feel bad or anything, but there is. I don't know if you got a twin brother.
We're not talking about. No. But anyway, aren't you the same one who got mad that other husky white dudes were shaving their head and grew a beard?
Ooh.
Yeah, I did. That's why I let my hair grow. But that's a different thing. How is that different than me being mad at those other orange furry monster puppets? Well, I guess it's the same thing. Really, it is the same.
I'll say he's upset because his other furry orange cousins or family members are getting paid and he's not getting paid. There you go.
Maybe. Well, one thing I will say, he's absolutely right. He's absolutely right, man. It was the same segment. Literally the same segment. There's been moments, right, where we've watched WWE and AEW and thought, kind of seems like they may have been a little influenced by what just happened on the other side of things. Top of my head, I can't think of other examples. But I know it's happened because I know we've talked about it. But never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever, ever has it been as blatant as it was this week.
The car crash did it for everything. Well, accident.
I mean, it really, even if they would have put it maybe in a different part of the program, maybe that would have felt a little bit different. But to have it be the first thing, whenever on Dynamite, it was like the first thing. And somehow, man, not everyone has seen it that way. There are people out there, I don't see the similarities. I guess you don't have the ability to process complex thoughts. If you didn't watch Dynamite and then you watch SmackDown, you didn't think they literally just stole that off Dynamite. They stole the same shit.
Yeah, I see.
AEW Sicko, thank you for joining us live on Instagram. We are, I don't want to say I'm dragging SmackDown, but we are talking about the similarities of SmackDown and Dynamite this week.
You know, I can see both sides. Because both sides, one side would like be you, saying they copy it. Then the other side would be like, they didn't really copy it. It just, they both played out the same week at the same time. So you didn't really know if they had it planned out for the car crash or not, being the first segment of the show. And another thing is they were trying to build up the Drew and Jacob Fatu feud. So
I'm not even saying it was bad. Like it was a bad segment or anything on SmackDown. It was good. It was entertaining.
Yeah.
If I was just a WWE viewer and I wasn't a wrestling fan who watches everything, I would have thought that was tremendous. I would have no criticism. Literally, my only criticism is that I just seen it 48 hours prior, so it didn't feel special. That goes back to a few weeks I talked about WWE has no soul. There's no heart and soul to what I'm watching. Doesn't mean it wasn't entertaining. Doesn't mean it's not popular. Doesn't mean there wasn't more eyes on SmackDown than there were. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it didn't feel authentic. It didn't feel like it was written with purpose because I had just seen it. If they would have waited a week. Wrestling's a very short window, right? Like, we don't remember what happened last week. We don't even talk about it. So, like, they could have just waited a week and done it. And it would have felt
I get it.
special, I guess.
I get it. But you got to think. They got a 3-hour show, so they probably had the crash planned out. But who knows?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I want to be able to believe that I think SmackDown was written before Friday. I just don't think that. I just don't.
I don't know when they're written. I can't say. Normally, it show be written by Wednesday, and sometimes edit changes Thursday and Friday. That's the best answer I could say. But they do.
Yeah, maybe.
But on the flip side, don't be like Tama Tonga and get fined for showing practice.
Is that what he? So what did he do? He posted video of rehearsal.
Yeah, it was this.
Was something happening in the ring, like, or was somebody like going through like a spot?
Yeah, it was like the practice with them in the White Six. So he just showed everybody in the ring, like I think it was who was in there? JT and what's we call it? Eric Rowan. They was in the ring and they just like, had each other clobbered up to each other, pushing back and forth. And then you saw Solo sitting down by a little ring barricade, just sitting there chilling. Then you got Direct there, who just walking by with the headset in his ear, just waving at him. And then,
how much did he get fined?
That I don't know. It was like about 10 to 20 seconds. That's all you saw. Nothing serious. You may have seen him like a 5-second clips in the ring, and then he just turned his phone around, just showing everybody outside. Then, boom, the guy with the director, we'll say that, just walking back to the entrance, waving at him, and that was it.
You think that was just a mess up on his behalf, or you think he thought because we have the Unreal show, so why can't we just show things?
I think it was just, he just the Unreal thing. Like, hey, you already know what we do, so hey, here's a quick glimpse of what we do before a show. And it was just like 5 seconds seeing in-ring action or practice, but nothing serious. Nothing like, hey, I want you to do this, go here, da da da. All you just saw them like pushing each other. That was it.
Yeah, I get. I mean, it's WWE. They're gonna fine you for something. Maybe he'll keep doing it and get himself and JT Mateo fired because I miss Jeff Cobb. Let me tell you. I know you're not the biggest fan of the YF6 versus the MFTs. Lay it on me, man. What do you think of their segments?
They done. They got the lantern. They done. That's all. That's the best thing to say. They done. They got the
You're
winner,
hoping
bro.
you're hoping it's the end of the program, right? I mean, because it's been going for like 6 months,
I
right?
would say,
Am I
yeah,
right?
yeah.
It was before War Games. It started, right?
War, yeah. Now, they did a little crickle, like they was gonna have a match at War Games, like 2 weeks before it started. No, yeah, so about October. Yeah, October, no, somewhere not end of October, November.
Yeah. I mean, a long time to run a multi-man mid-card rivalry that has,
Nothing really to do with it. Hey,
yeah. What have have you enjoyed anything the MFTs and the YS6 have done?
mm, I would say
Got Kano,
MFT.
the choke
I
dealer,
would
checking us out
say
live on Instagram.
I enjoyed MFT more than the Y6. The Y6, they did, like I said, what, a year and a half ago, maybe two, getting there. They just there. You got 5 people there just to be there for a special attraction. That's it. So, but the MFT, I say the MFT could last a little bit longer if they get rid of that Y6 segment because it's really nothing. It'd be like me and you fighting over this pair of scissors, going back and forth. That's it.
Trunks put in our comments live on Instagram this past Monday. He couldn't even get through Raw. He thinks he is done with wrestling again.
Damn.
Trunks, I hate that you feel that way. I just want to remind you, WWE is not the only game there is. Wrestling has something for everybody. It doesn't mean you ain't got to just watch Raw. You ain't got to just watch SmackDown. Hell, you ain't even got to just watch AEW. There's plenty of things out there. In fact, there's a lot of great indie stuff locally. Kano, watch us live on Instagram. Man, go check out some Extreme Fight World. They put their shows on YouTube, they're on Triller TV, on Fight TV.
Technically, she's
Ronda's not
not.
on Dynamite. She showed up at the
Technically,
pay-per-view. I'm gonna guess they're gonna do something with her ahead of her fight on Netflix.
I don't think she's in AEW. She was just there to support her friend in the ring. That's it.
I don't know, man. I think they could do something with her. There's a chance to maybe book Ronda correctly in pro wrestling. Maybe AEW could do it.
Maybe, but
I think this is a one and done MMA fight for Netflix for her. Get this big paycheck. Maybe she'll work with Netflix on like promoting another card, but I can't imagine she's going to do another fight. This is going to be a very large payday for her. Like big.
wait. This might sound crazy, but is there anything else she do outside of MMA, or that's it?
Like what? Like working at Walmart or something?
Yeah, I'm just saying if she ain't be wrestling and MMA that much. I wonder what she be doing outside of that, all that. Like, does she got, you know, I don't know, school or something doing MMA?
I don't think. I mean, I think her and her husband have done some seminars for people a few times, but I don't think. I I think the Netflix thing is a bit of just let's collect a big fat paycheck and a little bit of a fu to the UFC. I don't think she. I mean, I can't. I don't understand why her heart would be in MMA at all at this point in her life and her career.
It's a nice, like I said, nice payday.
She's a farmer. She has a farm. Like, I mean, she's got money. She's about to get a whole lot more money from Netflix. So, whenever you got money, it's really hard to get punched in the face for more money.
Okay.
Like, so I don't know. Chano says you don't want to see it. You don't want to see Ronda in AEW, or you don't want to see Ronda fight in MMA?
He's probably gonna say both. He's gonna say both. Watch both. Because I
Yeah,
said it, she ain't a good wrestler. That's all I can say. Ronda wasn't a great wrestler. She was just so both.
I can see why somebody would feel that way. I'm not sure. I'm excited to see her in AEW. I'm admittedly not a Ronda Rousey fan. Never really have been. One of the greatest moments in MMA for me was whenever Holly Holm knocked Ronda Rousey out.
What was that? Like that was what 15? 2015?
I don't remember what year it was, but I know that me and my lovely wife Mindy, your sister, we were ecstatic. We were so excited. And I called it too. After the weigh-in, I told everybody, Holly Holm's gonna knock her out. No one believed me. I said, watch, Holly Holm's gonna knock her out. And then she did.
Yeah, that was
I watched that. Harry Buffalo
Hey,
jumped with joy.
Harry Buffalo did show that. He did show.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. I get where Trunks is a guy who's a bit of a lapsed wrestling fan, maybe feeling a little disconnected with WWE right now. I've said it multiple times. Creatively, they feel bankrupt. I did think Raw was all right. I had my criticisms for SmackDown just being a blatant ripoff of Dynamite. Sure. I do think some of the segments were written by AI. Sure. I thought SmackDown was still okay. They've definitely had a lot worse SmackDowns in recent times. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Man, Randy Orton.
Randy Orton.
They're not going to be able to get Randy Orton booed. I don't know what they're going to do.
Hey.
They chanted one more time for him to stomp the chair on Matt Cardona's arm.
Hey. Look at it this way. If you're a Randy Orton fan from the beginning where he came through with the blue trunks on, then broke his arm, then jumped to Evolution to the Viper. Well, let me back. The Legend Killer, then the Viper. Boom. You want to see that Viper before he retire. You want to see the one that made everybody like Randy Orton when he became that quiet.
We all like heel Orton. We all like heel Randy Orton. So my question for you, Joe, and anyone in our chat, live on Instagram, on YouTube, whatever, do you guys think WWE understands that what we wanted was heel Orton? We're not going to boo it. We wanted this. This is literally what we were wanting. So is it that they know? Or do they think they're going to get him to do something where he gets booed? Because there's nothing he's going to do that's going to get him booed. I don't know what he could do.
Let's see.
I guess that's the question. This stage of the game, realistically, what would get you to boo Randy Orton?
I would say the only thing to get you to boo, well, never mind, they can't do it right in today's world. So let's cross that off. They can't do that in today's world.
Are you going to say have him punt Brandy?
Yeah.
We would cheer it. Randy Orton could punt Brandy Rhodes dead center of the ring, and I bet you it would be the loudest pop of the night. They would cheer.
Yeah. You would need either punt Brandy, if she's up to it.
They're not going to boo that.
Okay. Then second, he would have to do if they allow it, the whole Ray and Randy segment back in '05 when Eddie Guerrero died, and do that segment, but do it with Dusty Rhodes. That'd be another thing.
So you think he said Dusty's in hell? You think they'd boo that?
I'll say he basically say his father had been worthless this whole entire time. Like, I love your father, but he's been worthless. Even when you guys were about to get fired, he still couldn't get back in the ring to save you or nothing.
I don't know if they would boo it. Trunk says he's upset with Netflix or WWE chooses to censor the curse words. We're supposed to be past this. And it's tricky, right? Because like I'm very much a freedom of speech kind of guy. However, wrestling and for sure WWE should be for families. You should be able to take your kid to a wrestling show. Now, sure, parenting, you should have a conversation with your kid about what language is acceptable, not acceptable, but I don't think we need. Granted, the F word we don't say is a different F word, but I don't think there's a place in pro wrestling for excessive use of profanity. I'm going to kick your ass. Okay. This is bullshit. Maybe once in a show. Hell yeah, absolutely. That can stay. Anything beyond that, I think, is probably too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to think of a good scenario to get Randy.
Trump says in that case, the ladies should start dressing like they do in the Middle East. I actually agree they should. Let's be a wholesome family show. We probably should be figuring out some different attire. People are going to be mad at me.
I say if you look at today on the WWE side, you got the one that dress appropriate would be Bianca, Bailey, Io Sky, and
who are the female superstars who dress in a way that you would be okay seeing your daughter dress if she had the same profession?
Bianca and Bailey and Io.
There you go.
Bianca,
there you go. Io. There you go.
Oh. And if my kid was big, curious, he became a big guy, big girl, I'd be okay with Nia Jax too. Damn.
So what you find acceptable is the ones who are, well, let's just call it what it is. The ones who are covering up their butt cheeks. That's.
Well, technically.
And I think that becomes an appropriate family event.
But then again, some of them be working out too good. Their butt cheeks just be sticking out, even if you get them at the right angle. You're the same.
Chunk said as a kid he loved wrestling because it was awesome. And families are always having a good time. Yeah. They are. To a degree. But there's certainly moments at a live wrestling show where there are things that happen that I think interfere with the family's ability to have a good time. I think too often, maybe the clothing, maybe the wardrobe choices are not done to the benefit of the wrestling product. It is done to attract attention from a subset of the wrestling fan base that are there not for a wrestling show.
Yeah,
I'll share a story.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Not too long ago, we were attending a wrestling show, And Mindy made an observation. There was I'm not going to say gentleman, because I think I'm misusing the term gentleman. There was a dude sitting floor level, never had his phone out to take pictures or record any aspect of the live event. We were there for a long time. What Mindy noticed was he had keen photography skills when female wrestlers were on the apron with their backs toward him.
Oh. Mm. Yeah. That's
He wasn't there for the wrestling show. That's it. He wasn't there for the wrestling show. I think that's the problem. It's the problem I don't agree with in pro wrestling. We talked about it. Who are the performers you could tell your daughter, hey man, that's a role model. Grow up, be like that. The list was few and far between.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would say I would definitely do the Bailey, Bianca. Her outfits, they revealing, but they're not too revealing.
Tony Storm.
They ain't too revealing.
I've done a lot of athletic things in my life. I did MMA. I did competitive strongman. Nothing I've ever done athletically became easier when my underwear were up my butthole. So the wardrobe choices aren't done for, athletic purposes. Like, that's just the reality. Nobody wants to see me deadlifting with my scrotum showing. Something nobody wants to see happen.
True.
So, I don't know. There's my 2 cents.
Okay.
We'll probably get some heat for that.
No. I'll say this. And off the women's topic. Yeah, I would definitely say Bailey and Bianca, they have the best outfits. They're like revealing, but not too revealing that you want to say, ugh, she didn't wear that. But they're perfect. Them two got the perfect, I would say, outfits to wear. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Along with Io Sky, because she don't be having short, but she has the shorts long enough where they can go down. And sometimes she in pants. It just all depends on how she dressed on certain matches. But yeah, Io Sky definitely too for the high flyer side.
We are on the road to WrestleMania.
Yep.
Randy cut his promo on Cody after beating the snot out of Cody. He beat up Matt Cardona.
See,
do you have any more confidence that Randy Orton gets number 15 at WrestleMania?
I say he should get it. But I say,
will they do it?
They should do it because this is going to be his third main event at WrestleMania. Ain't never won the main event. Well, I say this. The 2 that he was in, they were mostly triple threat. So that really shouldn't count.
Yeah. If I'm struggling right now, because I really think they want to build sympathy on Cody. Mm-hmm. I don't know if enough can happen between now and WrestleMania where the crowd's going to boo Randy and be sympathetic for Cody.
I got 2 options. Here's my 2 options. I'll say this. A, they could have Cody win and let Cody, the student beat the teacher scenario. They can go with that. Or B, they can have Randy win, but Randy now through next 3 weeks, 4, gotta be the fully healed Viper persona going into Mania. And then at Mania, he gotta during the week of man, no DQ match. Make it a no DQ match. Because every week he keeps coming out attacking Cody, chair shots.
So we have Cody call for a no DQ. He wants anything to go.
Anything goes.
So I was kind of thinking, like, what if Cody says, like, let's do a no DQ match? Let's do. But I was thinking of it more along the lines of, could they pull off a double turn at Mania? So could Cody say, hey, let's do a no DQ? And then we get Cody, I'm going to say cheats to win, but it'll be no DQ, so he doesn't get DQ'd. But we have Cody do the heel things to beat Randy.
Mm-hmm.
And in the process, Randy doesn't get number 15 yet, which would elicit sympathy from the crowd for Randy.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you have Randy not get number 15, and you have Randy like present like maybe he's going to hang up the boots. Cody attacks him after the match, and then we get the double turn. So we spend these next couple weeks of building up heel Randy Orton to then, in the process of Mania, you turn Randy Orton babyface and you turn Cody heel. And then our feud for the summer is Randy and Cody. But the roles are reversed. Randy's the babyface because now the crowd's sympathetic to Randy. And Cody's the heel because he'll do anything to keep the belt. He lost it to Drew. He's not losing it again. He'll do anything to keep it. So then we get heel Cody Rhodes. With the delusion that he's not the heel. He does everything the exact same. Doesn't change anything about the presentation. Very, very John Cena-esque from last year. But we get the crowd to we lean into the boos. Lean into them. They're going to happen no matter what. So just let him get booed, and let's flip Randy right back to babyface at Mania.
Nah.
How do you not like that?
I like it. No, I like it. I like it, but it'd be better if Randy goes in the Mania heel, Cody still be the babyface, but Cody beats Randy clean, and he still gets booed. He still gets booed at the end of the match, and then come Friday, open up the second show with him coming up. They sing your song, but they still boo him for beating Randy. And he wondering why everybody turned against him for beating the future Hall of Famer at WrestleMania. And he's still going to get booed no matter what, even on the microphone. Boo. Randy, his theme's hit. It's like a mixture of boos and cheers, but they still boo.
Oh, Trump said my writing for Mania wasn't good. Triple H fired me. Damn.
Oh, damn, Trump.
I don't know. It's hard to write a good outcome to Randy versus Cody because I don't think it's a good main event. I don't think it's a good matchup for Mania. Just don't.
But hey, at least it's night one.
I would like to see Randy just win.
I say Randy should win. Even though
Trump said no, it is good. That's why Triple H fires me because I wrote a good Mania.
I say it should be good, but if he does get to 15, he won't pass John Cena with 17. I don't think he will.
I think maybe Randy gets 16. I don't think they're going to let anyone tie John. I think if you let Randy get to 16, John stays at 17, no one ever comes close again. Roman holds down that long time title run. No one ever comes close again.
All right, and now Roman, I don't know why they counted, but hey, it's going to be his 11th main event at WrestleMania. Can't beat that.
Yeah.
It should be 10, but they counting Night 2, whereas the second, but hey, whatever.
Yeah. I thought Collision was a good show last night. We have another Collision tonight. Nothing like super crazy happened last night or anything. It was just a decent hour of pro wrestling.
What time Collision come on? I didn't see it last night. I looked everywhere for it.
It came on after whatever the NCAA was. I don't know.
Okay.
There's a YouTube channel, AEW Vloggers. I don't know how they're still operational, so I hope I ain't putting their shit out there and getting them in trouble. But they repost every AEW show. It's up by the following morning, so I was able to watch. I watched Collision this morning there. It's probably on Sling TV too. Probably watched it on demand, I would guess. It's gonna be on again tonight after NCAA basketball. I don't know what time, but it's only gonna be an hour show. I don't know. It's already it was recorded Wednesday night, I believe.
Okay.
Before we get to our current match of the week and wrestler of the week, I just want to call one thing out from this week of pro wrestling. I called out WWE thing I had an issue with of the car crash, but I'm calling out the AEW crowd this week. That crowd sucked. Why were they so quiet? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's the arena they were in. Maybe they weren't mic'd up well. Maybe it's one of those situations where the way the arena is, the sound goes up and doesn't come out. Mm-hmm. But at the beginning of the show, the Darby Allin Kid match had all the crazy high spots the crowd should have been crazy for, and it was crickets. If y'all are going to live wrestling shows, you need to make some damn noise. I don't care if it's AEW, WWE, independence, man. If you're there to have fun, play your part. Boo the heels, cheer the baby faces, lose your mind for the stuff you like. But man,
I say
you gotta be a live audience. You gotta be.
I say I wasn't there, but I'll just say this: maybe, just maybe, they would have the crickets because the car scene was pre-taped and people were already in the ring, and they were just watching it. And then when they showed them coming to the ring, that's when everything went live. So they
were still quiet. They were quiet the whole night. At least it sounded quiet on TV. I'll say that.
Okay.
Give them a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. It sounded quiet on TV. Even like Collision last night, they sounded super quiet. So I don't know if maybe it's just like the way the arena's set up. Maybe the sound doesn't carry correctly. Maybe they didn't mic up the crowd in a way they normally do or something. It sounded so quiet. It was like,
or maybe I'll just say maybe since we're in a different time zone, they had the show at 3:00 their time instead of
it was like
8.
5 o'clock. It was like 5 p.m.
5
because they're West Coast. So it was like 5 it was like 5 p.m.
Yeah, so what would you say? They start everything at 5, and then
they should have been more awake, more alive, man. I don't know. We got the updates from Fantasy Faction. We are currently in second place for the Mania round.
Damn.
Yeah, second. Hey, man, second place ain't bad. We are still losing out to the Soul Sessions. FTR was they got the most points right now. They brought in the most points for everyone, not just for us. They're not. Are they our tag team? We have FTR, right?
You switched to Young Bucks because they're gonna win.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oops.
Yeah.
Any changes you feel as though we need to make? We're in second place right now.
Andrade.
Don't we have Andrade?
Do we do? I don't know if we do or not. I don't think we...
Yeah, I think we do have Andrade. Let me tell you who we got. MJF is our captain. We have Carmelo Hayes, Kyle Fletcher, John Moxley, Willow and Athena. We have Andrade. We have Trick Williams, and our tag team is the Young Bucks.
I say put FTR back at the tag team.
Dude, they're going to lose the Cope and Cage. And they're not going to wrestle until they get the Cope and Cage. Who's the tag team that wrestles weekly that we're going to Jet Speed? They're trios champs though.
They trio.
Bang Bang Gang?
No, Willow and her partner, the puppet. They wrestle every week.
Harley?
Yeah, they wrestle every week. The women's, they definitely wrestle every week. Or if you want to do Megan Bang, the Bang, they definitely wrestle every week. Them are the two women's tag team that wrestle every week. Even out between the men's, they wrestle every week.
Before we close it out, Joe, what was your match and wrestler of the week?
Okay, all right. I'll give it to Penta and Dragon on Raw.
Yeah,
Penta and Dragon. I mean,
that was a really good match.
yeah. I'm just saying, look like they gave Penta the Rocket. He's going to defend that title every week. Don't know if it's going to be every week or just something, but they gave him the Rocket. He's going to go with it. I say he's going to do good being the IC champion for however long they're going to have him do it.
So let me ask you this question then. Should we take a singles wrestler off our team and put Penta on? Fantasy Faction, this round does end at Mania, and then they'll start a new round.
Let's see.
I say we take Trick Williams out. But man, he wins every week, every time he wrestles. Maybe we take Athena?
Athena. Trick wins every week, so we definitely Trick.
There we go. Updates are made.
And I'm going to say the rest of the week. It might not be everybody's cup of tea, but my rest of the week goes to Brock Lesnar.
What?
Yeah, Brock Lesnar, y'all. Hear me out. The reason why I picked
Lay it
that
on me. Explain Brock Lesnar being your wrestler of the week. He didn't wrestle.
He didn't wrestle. That's right. He didn't wrestle, but what he did, he took the grace, whatever you call it, he took it. And then he could have just laid right there, did nothing. But he communicated to Oba and just told him to put his foot on him.
Did he really say that? Or are people filling in the blanks to try and make Brock Lesnar some kind of...
No, he really did say it. He really did say it. So he could have just sat there, did nothing, but he wanted to make a star out of Oba. As a true veteran, he did a good move. He said, just put your foot on me. He grabbed his foot, held it right there at a good length to make it believable.
I will say this. The segment made Obafemi look like a star. Made him look like a monster. Made him look like he will be able to compete with Brock Lesnar, and it's rare that that's ever done. Even with effort put into making someone look like they could compete with Brock, they usually don't look like they can. Oba looked like he could, and I said it on our Wednesday show. I don't know the last time I seen Brock Lesnar take a bump on a Monday night. I've never seen Brock Lesnar be powerbombed that I can think of.
The skinny Brock back in 2003 it was. Yeah.
And maybe at some point Batista did it to him. I don't know. But I can't remember ever seeing it happen. So seeing it happen the way that it happened made Oba look like a star. So, man, I don't know if he gets my wrestler of the week, but I don't argue your logic necessarily. I don't, because it was a good segment. They worked as good, make us think it was going to be Seth, and it wasn't Seth. I want to say that Dynamite was chock full of really good matches, and it was. But Penta and Dragon Lee really stood out. I think just because it stood out on Raw, which made it carry over, it's the end of the week, and I still think that was a really great match. So I think I'm going to agree with you on the match of the week. I think it's fair to give it to Penta and Dragon Lee. Oddly, my wrestler of the week was Oba.
There you go.
My wrestler of the week was Oba for the reasons Brock was yours. So the exact same segment. So I guess that's segment of the week. Seth coming out with 68 hooded people pissed trunks off. I thought I originally booked it right. I said I'd have him come out with a whole bunch of hooded dudes. I meant just once, not every week. I didn't mean to do it every week.
Mm-hmm. I know.
I don't know, man. I think wrestling was good this week. I give my little criticisms here and there. WWE, that Raw was good. SmackDown was all right. Dynamite was really good. Over 700,000 people watched Dynamite live. Really good week for AEW. Good week for WWE.
On the road.
Yeah, another night of Collision. I can't remember what the Collision card is tonight, but I'm sure it'll be a decent hour of wrestling. I've not even watched this week's Ring of Honor yet, so I can't tell you how that turned out. But Honor Club's going a free month soon. So right now there's a free month of Honor Club available for everybody.
Ooh. I thought it said order on the 29th you get it for a month free.
Is that what it said? Maybe.
It said if you order their pay-per-view the 29th, you get the month free.
There you go. Ring of Honor's been good, man. The studio wrestling is getting criticism, and I kind of like studio wrestling. It gives it a different feel. It stands out. It's different than anything else you're seeing wrestling-wise right now. But yeah, I think and Ring of Honor is just fun. Good matches. That's it. We'll be back tomorrow. We will preview WWE Raw. We will play for When the Bell Tolls. See if anyone can guess the time. We recently had a winner a couple weeks ago. The Panther AC. Go follow him out on Instagram. He does a lot of creative wrestler stuff. He won, got himself a very, very limited Don't Say the F Word t-shirt. Not available at our merch site. It's one of our comic book exclusive covers shirts. Mm-hmm. We may have to figure out getting Trunks one of those, maybe. And maybe I'll get AI to book Raw before I even look at see what's previewed. You know, actually, that's what I will use the AI bot that I made to book Raw. I will have it book Raw before I ever look at a preview for the show, and we'll go over that tomorrow as well. G Street's checking us out live on Instagram right as we are finishing up the show. We'll be back tomorrow.
Yes. Tomorrow. I got something for y'all tomorrow.
Oh, Joe's got something special for you.
Yeah, tomorrow. So stay tuned. It'll be mind blowing, and it'll make you feel old. There you go. Keep that in mind.
There we go. Tune in tomorrow, right around 5 p.m. live on Instagram. In the meantime, go play some VR. Games are on sale on the MetaQuest. I did pick up Breachers. Haven't played it yet. Pick that up. Forefront and Breachers together in a double pack, $20. We hopefully this week we'll have the team behind Iron Rebellion on the show for an interview. Talk about what's coming up in their game. So keep posted on that. We'll see you tomorrow, right around 5 p.m. Everyone, keep moving forward. Keep your shoulders off the mat. We're out.